Hello everyone. Before we get into today's video, a quick word from our sponsor, Huawei AppGallery and Flexion. Flexion publishes Evony to multiple alternative stores, Huawei AppGallery, One Store, Samsung Galaxy Store, and Xiaomi App Store. Check out Evony from one of the supported stores. One of the stores, Huawei AppGallery, which I'm sure some of you are familiar with, is currently offering the Winter Rewards Carnival event from December 1st to January 11th. And this offers 30% back coupons during this time. If you've never used AppGallery before, check out this link to have instructions on how to set it up and make sure that you're getting the rewards that you deserve. In addition, they also have links to support, and they also have a Discord here as well for additional deals and support models. Now let's talk about the event rewards. So for every euro or equivalent local currency you spend on any of the eligible games, you earn 1 gem. For every 10 gems, you get a 30% off coupon worth 3 euros. And for every 100 gems, you get a 30% off coupon worth 30 euros. So basically, just depending on whether you're making big purchases or small purchases, these coupons can be redeemed multiple times, which allows you to save a ton of money. So I know we all play Evony, but purchases for all of these other participating games also apply for this deal. So check them out if you play any additional mobile games. I'll put the link in the description of the video, so check out this awesome event to make sure that you're saving the most money buying packs. Now, on to the video. Hey everyone, welcome back to OptimizEvony. So the new big quarterly event just dropped, the massive event, and I'm going to do a quick event summary video. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff, so let's get right into it. Um, I'm gonna do first the stuff that's not in the event page, and then we'll go to the event page and look through all of that. So first and foremost, there is a new dragon. This is a new pasture dragon. It is a new coining dragon, but it is another way for those that are not able to make all stars or get Wonder 3 unlocked or things like that to get another dragon that is pretty decent, honestly. Um, so let's take a look at what kind of dragon this is. If we click at this, uh, just right off the bat, in city and defending, this is going to be a wall dragon. Uh, yeah, wall dragon. And if we look at the skills as well, defending range troop attack, defending ground troop HP, also wall based, in city ground troop attack. Um, when defending the main city, enemy range troop attack 50%. That's pretty good actually. And then this one, the active skill is in city range troop and siege machine attack 30%, and then construction 24%. Not awful, but I wouldn't say it's something that you need to go out and get for the active skill, which is not true of some of the other some of the other dragons that are a little bit better. But the one thing about this one is that this one does give an extra 50% range troop attack debuff here when you max his talent. So yeah, it's not going to be super, it's not going to be 50% for a while for a lot of people, but if you do get it, this is a chance where you can use that extra debuff. The other thing is you could put this on a sub. You're going to get the enemy ground troop attack here. You're going to get the enemy range troop attack there. Not the best, but that is one use for it if you've already kind of maxed out everything else that you can for debuffs. The one thing that I'm curious about, I forget the specifics of it, but I wonder if this works as a reinforcing. So this says defending, but I don't know if that is specifically for your city or not. Let me know in the comments if you happen to know that. It's a little bit early, and I don't have time to actually look that up at the moment. But yeah, another new dragon. For those that don't know, The way that you get that is this Wheel of Dragon War. And basically, you can get one of the four pasture coin dragons here. So this is the new one, and then the other ones are here as well. So if you did want to get a new dragon, but you didn't want to get this one, obviously you can select one that you actually want. Like for example, the Radiant Worm has that siege HP debuff and decent active skill. So that's probably what I would do if I ended up going for the dragon. But I probably won't because there's a lot of other things that are attractive in this event. The other thing I want to point out is that there is a new card set, of course, because that's one of the things that they tend to do in this mega event. So they have this ninth anniversary celebration event thing. So okay, that's just my current buffs. But basically, if you get all of these, you get an extra 5 of those. And let's look at the specific buffs here. So the Light of Reason, ground troop HP, ground troop HP, ground troop HP. Notice that this is overall, not attacking or defending, which is nice. This is then starting defending mount troop attack, defending mount troop attack, which defending mount troop attack is not the most important thing. But then you go to one of the more important things here, which is in rally attack. So if you completely max it out, you're going to get an extra 8% in rally attack, and a decent amount of 16% defending mount troop attack, and 6% ground troop HP overall. It's not bad. Particularly the in rally attack is good. This one is kind of the same with mount troop defense. And then this one's a little bit better. In rally mount troop attack, 8%, 8%, so that's a total of 16% there. And then the diamond ones are ground troop attack, defense, and HP. Again, overall, not attacking or defending, just overall. So that's an extra 11% there, which is kind of nice. So that one's not a bad one to go for. This one is probably the best one. In rally siege machine attack, 8% there. And then siege HP, this is applies for defending as well, of course. So another 16% there. And then range troop attack, HP and defense, another 11% there, which is maybe more important than the ground one that was on the previous one. So yeah, it's not the easiest to get these, but definitely make sure that you're getting the ones that you can for free at least, and then don't over spend on it. Don't use all of the cards that you can here, because you can always use the fragments that you get from the World Civilizations one to help upgrade these ones. I'll do a specific video on that sometime soon. I've been meaning to for a while, but it's basically a way that you don't have to buy the specific packs. Uh, I guess for those that are unaware, the packs that you can get for this is if you can go here. No, sorry, that's the World Civilization one. But if you go to the limited one, these are where you can get the like specific limited one that's available until the next one drops, basically. So yeah, those are the cards. Same stuff that's always been there. Plus the additional buffs there. So next is the champion. So this is Simonetta, and let's look at her skill. So in-city ground troop and mount troop defense and HP, that's pretty solid. It's pretty similar to a lot of the other ones, but it's always good to have more of that because those, particularly the mount, are a little bit more of the vulnerable troop types for everyone, not just the big players. And so it's really good to get that. And the ground troop defense and HP is even more important for the smaller players. So then the next one is attacking mount troop and ground troop HP. Uh, that's okay. Not the best skill, but it's okay. It's nice to have it. it would have been nice to have a little bit more of a debuff there, or I don't know, some other defending one primarily, because defense is going to be it's still way outclassed by attack. Archer Tower attack, this is a throwaway one. And then here's where you get the debuff. So you can get a decent amount of range troop attack debuff here, which is pretty nice. And then of course, for those that are unaware, I'm the way that you get the champion is, again, you have to get to cake level 5 here, which is rather annoying, but it's the way that they've been doing it. And they only release the champions like once in this quarterly event. So if you are going to spend for a champion, if you want to get the most value for your dollar, typically these mega events are where to do it, because you can get the champion, you can get a really solid new assistant, general, and a number of other things as well. So yeah, definitely consider if you're going to be spending to get to that cake level 5 to unlock the champion. They have been allowing you to get some of the older ones coining still, but like for like $100 a piece, but you don't control when they go into the shop and things like that. So it's a bit less predictable, and you're going to be missing out on those buffs for quite a while. So if you don't want to be missing out on those buffs, make sure to actually do that. Okay, I think that's all the stuff outside of the event. Again, this is the big event. I'll quickly recap some of the important things that are going on. Lucky Bag Strike, I know I had mentioned that in my previous video. This is a really good way to get those golden twigs and things like that for much cheaper than you can anywhere else. So now let's get into the meat of this. This is just the story that you can go across and get the rewards here. This is also, I believe, where you can get the cards. I believe that's, yeah. It's either there or in one of the other small events here, but uh, not too much different with that, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. So let's look at the castle first, because that's what a lot of people are a lot of the big keeps are looking at, because those are going to be affecting active skills and alliance skills as well. So let's look at the level 1 first. So first, own to activate when defending main city, enemy range troop attack 5%, in rally ground troop and mount troop attack 5%. Those are owned to activate. And then use to activate, it's a ground troop attack 1, attacking ground troop attack and defense, and then when attacking enemy ground and mount troop defense, and enemy range troop and siege machine attack debuff when attacking. So honestly, not the best castle. It's nice to have this in rally owned to activate. It's nice to have the debuff, but for the amount that you're going to coin for it, it's probably not worth it for those things, unless you're going for something else. So level 2 is when you start getting the active skills, and it starts benefiting your alliance a little bit more. So this does get quite a bit better. Enemy range troop attack 10%, in rally troop attack, so all troops in rally troop attack 10%. That's pretty solid. And then use to activate, again, these skills, which are a little bit um, less, important. They're not the best skills that I've seen on one of these castles. So you're really doing it for that in rally attack, own and enemy range troop attack, own to activate skill. One thing to note on this one is not when defending. So the first one was when defending, this one is overall. So this also applies when attacking as well. Let's look at the attributes or the active skill. Ground troop attack, defense, and HP by 45%. Of course, within 6 grids, and also increase rallying capacity by 2%. So it is interesting that they've now tied the rally capacity to the active skill. And so uh, it used to be that you had the own to activate skill that was rally capacity, and that was a big reason why people actually bought it, was because they were the rally setter and they wanted that extra rally capacity. Now it only applies for the 20 minutes that that you have the active skill going. So I don't think people are going to like that nearly as much, because when you're when you're playing All Stars, for example, or Challenge or something like that, you want that rally capacity the whole time. You don't want it to be turn on, turn off. Like, yeah, that's great. If you're rallying a particularly big keep, and or you're doing it at the beginning, but it's not as useful overall as like the just own to activate one. And so I'm curious if the prices will be a little bit lower for this because of that fact. It does have the overall in rally attack, so that is one nice thing that it has going for it. But the active skill is kind of meh. I mean, it's not as important as like the range and siege attacking ones, because you just do a lot less attacking with ground. But I'm sure people will still coin for it because, one, there's a lot of other things to coin for in this event, and two, because people like getting buffs. So let's look at the level 3. Level 3 is where it really ramps up, but only 3 people get this per like grouping. So enemy range troop attack 15%, and then alliance in rally troop attack 18%. So this applies to everyone in the alliance, an extra 18% overall in rally troop attack. So for every troop type, which is awesome. But it's super, super spendy to get. And then again, these ones I still, even at level 3, it's questionable whether those are better than some of the existing castles that are out there for ground troop attack. And then this one goes up to 65% and 12% rally capacity. So again, it's really nice, but we'll see how much people are actually willing to spend uh, for the activatable rally capacity instead of the main one. So, and again, the way that you get that is from the Florence competition. Basically, if you rank in the top 3, you get the level 3 castle with the level 2 active skill. If you rank in the top 10, you get the level 2 castle with the level 1 active skill. And then if you rank in the top 20, you get the level 1 castle with no active skill. So yeah, that's kind of it there. It's similar to the events that have been in the past. Um, here's the basically from coining you'll get these gold coins as well, which you can redeem for the skin for the champion, the any of the equipment scrolls that you want, the red gen chests, things like that. Uh, Zhao, of course, um, Zoo, and of course, they still have Takanaka in here. Uh, if you're going to be spending for Takanaka, you might as well just get a much, much more upgraded version here. Um, but you know, whatever. If you're needing to coin for Takanaka, that's fine too. Um, Flavius, this is so funny to me because he was one of the first debuff generals released, and basically Evony gave him to everyone that was playing at the time for free. But a lot of people missed that, and he's not available anywhere else. And so people will be spending their precious coins to get him. So which I guess if you need to do that to unlock the general hall and things like that, do it. But it does suck. I commiserate with you on that. Okay, then let's look at the generals. So this is the new assistant general. Both the generals are ground troop attack, and the march size isn't crazy. Honestly, it's For the assistant, it's the same as Lucinda or Lucilla, I guess, is the previous one. I think it has quite a bit more attacking stats and things like that, but it's not a must upgrade if you're not already going to be getting this general. But obviously, still spend the free recruits that you get and see if you can get him, or obviously if you need one of the other previous ones, you can also get them here as well because it's a chest where you can basically choose who you want. Let's look at the main general, Lorenzo de' Medici, taking from history, and again attack. Does have a march size there, which is nice. No march size here though. Honestly, pretty solid. A little bit more attack. I think 1% more attack than Narcissus, which was, kind of the gold standard for march size capacity for ground generals, and honestly looks pretty solid. So the one thing I will say is, of course, as always, they do put uh, the new assistant here as one of the Covenant generals, and for him, the Lorenzo is one of the Covenant generals as well. So if you're going to use Lorenzo as your main ground PvP general, you need to, you really kind of do need to get to splurge and get this guy as well, because otherwise you're not going to be able to unlock uh, at least this last march size capacity, which is what makes him pretty good. Uh, yeah, obviously with some of this other stuff, he's still good, but uh, you know you're missing out on 5% ground troop attack and march size capacity, which is really not great. So um, if you're going to spend go through the trouble to upgrade to this guy, um, make sure that you're getting that assistant as well. I think typically it's less than 200 if you use the triple downs. I think it's like somewhere around like 140, 150 if you use the specific, if you use the kind of the max like double and triple downs and stuff like that that you can, with the minimum amount of packages that you can buy. Um, but don't quote me on that. Again, it's early. I was trying to do this video last night, but Evony kind of rolled out a mostly broken update, and so I wasn't able to do that. So, but yeah, that's kind of the main thing. Share Gems is back, and there's also the new kind of event boss things, um, similar to what we've had before. Um, I wouldn't recommend doing them during Yimmers, but you can do them after that because they tend to have a pretty good return for the stamina. And then other thing that I will point out is that it is a double event. So it is not only speeds consumption, but also res consumption. So it's a great time to level up a bunch of stuff, consume a bunch of stuff because you're getting rewarded for it here. Also for the competition here, you're also getting rewarded for res that you're using, speeds that you're using, treasure boxes that you're opening, all of these kind of things. And so uh, definitely use all that stuff. Get as high as you can for free, and then if you want to coin higher for a particular castle or something like that, you can. But you can get a decent amount for free. I think I've gotten like probably 5-10 million for free, which is not nothing. So uh, definitely do that. So I think that's all that I'm going to cover with this video. If I forgot something, I'll do a follow-up video, but this is already a long enough video. But yeah, I do want to shout out again what was at the beginning of this video. There is a Huawei App Gallery event going on, 30% off coupons that you can get. And so if you are looking to spend a lot on this event, definitely go to that. Use that because you're going to be getting a decent amount of savings there. I'll put a link in the description of the video if you don't already have it. But yeah, definitely check that out. And then yeah, thanks for watching. As always, please do remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.